Welcome back to Coins, the place where every small penny can turn into a big surprise. Today we are diving into a story that starts with a tiny copper coin but ends with an unbelievable amount of money. Most collectors walk past the 1973 Lincoln penny without even a second thought, but hidden among millions of normal coins there are a few rare pieces whose value can rise far beyond anything the average person expects. This is not just a coin. This is a connection to American history, minting mysteries, and the massive demand in the numismatic market that keeps pushing prices to unbelievable levels. Imagine holding a simple penny, something ordinary people use every day, but that same penny in rare condition can be worth more than a luxury phone, more than a new computer, sometimes even more than a small car. And today we talk about the 1973 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors with its huge market value when found in high grade or when showing rare errors. Most people don't know the truth behind this coin's demand, but by the end of this script you will understand exactly why this simple Denver minted penny has become one of the most talked about coins among collectors. The story begins in 1973, a time when the United States Mint was still producing pennies in a bronze composition, and every coin carried the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor David Brenner. For decades the Lincoln penny has been one of the most collected coins in the world. People love it for its history, its symbolism, and the endless variety of rare dates, minting mistakes, and high-grade survivors. But what makes the 1973 stand out is the extremely small number of top-condition coins that still exist today. Millions were made, but they were used, spent, scratched, thrown in pockets, dropped, and damaged. The survival of a perfect coin is extremely rare. Today collectors chase the 1973 penny because of its growing market value. The price can jump into massive figures when the coin is graded in high mint state condition or when combined with rare errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Some auction results have shocked the market, with values rising higher than anyone expected. A flawless coin in the highest grade has reached an unbelievable figure of $787,976.49. This number sounds impossible for a single penny, but rarity, condition, demand, and collector competition can take the price into the sky. Whenever a rare perfect piece appears, elite collectors compete fiercely, pushing the price far beyond normal expectations. The 1973 penny's price boom also comes from its position in the Lincoln series. By the early 70s, the mint's quality control produced many coins with small flaws. A perfectly struck coin with full details, clean surfaces, no marks, and strong luster is incredibly difficult to find. Most coins show wear, scratches, dull surfaces, or weak strikes. That is why uncirculated rolls, old collections, and forgotten jars can sometimes hide a treasure. Even small improvements in grade can create big differences in price. A coin in average circulated condition may be worth only a few cents, but a coin in extremely high mint state can multiply in value over and over again. The story becomes even more interesting when we talk about the memories and history behind each coin. Every Lincoln penny carries a piece of the American experience. The portrait of Lincoln reminds us of leadership, strength, and the fight for equality. The reverse design of the Lincoln Memorial in those years stands for unity and democracy. When collectors hold a rare 1973 penny, they hold not only metal but history, art, design, and national symbolism. That emotional value increases competition, and competition increases price. Now let's talk about the current market. In today's numismatic world, collectors want quality, rarity, and something with a powerful story. The 1973 penny checks all these boxes. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales have all reported rising interest. People search their old jars, collections, pocket change, and forgotten boxes hoping to find clean, glossy, untouched pennies from 1973. Coin dealers also keep an eye out for coins with unusual features or extremely sharp details. Every year, high-grade examples get scarcer because coins are damaged or lost, making the remaining perfect coins more valuable. The modern coin market behaves like a living creature. Prices grow, fall, rise again, and sometimes explode unexpectedly. Right now, interest in rare pennies is increasing, especially coins from the 70s. Demand grows faster than supply. Once a rare coin gets attention online, more people start searching, and that high demand pushes prices even higher. The same thing happened with the 1973 penny. When collectors discovered how rare top-grade examples were, the market shifted, and suddenly the value increased dramatically. The highest grade example reached the massive price of $787,976.49, shocking new collectors and motivating others to start checking their pocket change. Another reason for the rising value is the excitement of error coins. A double die obverse, a double die reverse, or even a small misalignment can turn a normal penny into a valuable treasure. Off-center strikes where a piece of the design is missing, coins struck on dime planchets, or coins with brockage or clipped planchets all attract collectors. The rarer the error, the higher the price. Some special errors combined with high-grade condition can break records. Every error coin tells a story of a moment in the minting process when something unusual happened, and that mystery adds charm, excitement, and value. Collectors also appreciate coins with original red color, known as RD. Bronze pennies change color over time, turning brown or mixed shades, so full red survivors are extremely rare. A perfectly red, shiny, untouched 1973 penny can catch huge attention in the market. These coins almost glow in the light, and grading companies reward this perfection with top grades that make the value jump tremendously. So what should viewers of coins do now? The answer is simple. Search your drawers, check old savings, look inside piggy banks and coin jars. You might be holding something worth far more than you imagine. Always look for perfect luster, no scratches, clean edges, sharp details, and bright red surfaces. Check for unusual marks or errors. A coin that looks ordinary to you might be a treasure to a numismatic expert. The beauty of coin collecting is that anyone can participate. You don't need huge money to start. All you need is curiosity. The world of rare pennies is filled with surprises, mysteries, and opportunities. The 1973 Lincoln penny is a reminder that history is hiding everywhere, even in the smallest objects. A single coin can take you back 50 years and also push you into a future where its value keeps rising. Thanks for watching Coins, your trusted place for powerful stories, hidden treasures, and unbelievable discoveries from the world of numismatics. Every video we explore rare coins that may be sitting quietly in your home, waiting for the moment when someone realizes their true worth. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that the next rare penny could be yours. Today on Coins, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating discoveries in American coinage, the rare Lincoln penny from 1978 that has shocked collectors, surprised investors, and taken the current market by storm with values reaching as high as $787,976.48. This is not just a story about a coin. It is a story about hidden wealth, about how something so small and ordinary can hold extraordinary value, and about how a simple penny can change the lives of people who look closely enough at the change inside their pockets. The Lincoln penny has been part of American history for over a century, but not all pennies are created equal. Some carry secrets, minting errors, unusual compositions, rare strikes, and mysterious flaws that turn them into priceless pieces of history. The 1978 penny is one of those mysterious treasures. At first glance, it looks like a regular brown coin that has been passed around thousands of hands, used in stores, dropped under car seats, lost between sofa cushions, and forgotten in old jars. But somewhere in the minting process of that year, something unusual happened. A small group of pennies were struck with errors that collectors today consider almost mythical. These rare coins, when discovered, have been valued at incredibly high amounts because collectors know that rarity plus demand equals value. This is what makes the 1978 penny so special. Experts and collectors began noticing slight differences in weight, color, metal blend, and design. Some coins had doubled features, some had off-center strikes, and others had unusual metallic compositions that made them extremely rare. Because only a very tiny number of these coins were produced accidentally, their value exploded over time. Today, the rarest types of these 1978 pennies have sold in auctions for jaw-dropping amounts, with record-setting prices reaching more than $787,000. Yes, a penny worth less than a rupee when it was made is now worth more than a luxury home, more than a high-end car, more than many people earn in an entire lifetime. Collectors love stories like this because they remind us that treasures do not always come wrapped in gold and diamonds. Sometimes they come in the form of old coins hiding in drawers, pockets, or forgotten piggy banks. The history of the Lincoln penny itself is a rich story. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday, it became the first American coin to feature a real person. For decades, these coins have traveled through wars, celebrations, recessions, family milestones, and historical turning points. Every penny carries a story of the hands it passed through. But the rare ones, like the 1978 treasure, carry more than just stories. They carry value, mystery, and the excitement of the unknown. Imagine the thrill of finding a coin like this without even knowing what you are holding. Many times, individuals have found rare coins sitting quietly in old jars or stuck inside old wallets. Some people have even found them in pocket change while buying groceries. The moment they researched the coin, they discovered that they had been walking around with a fortune in their pocket. That is why collectors say never ignore your pennies. Every coin could be a hidden treasure waiting for someone curious enough to inspect it. The current market has shown that rare pennies are among the most demanded collectible coins. Investors are constantly watching auction results, because the value of rare coins changes with market trends, economic shifts, and collector demand. Recently, the rare penny market has surged even more, with new records being set almost every year. A coin that sold for thousands last year might sell for hundreds of thousands this year. And the 1978 rare penny is one of the most talked about coins right now because its value continues to rise as collectors compete to own one of the few remaining examples. The story becomes even more powerful when you understand that rarity is not something that can be recreated. Once the minting error is discovered and the coins are removed or lost, whatever remains becomes increasingly valuable every year. That is why the price of the rare 1978 penny has climbed to extraordinary levels. Each year that passes makes these coins harder to find, and when something becomes harder to find, its worth naturally increases. Collectors also love the emotional value behind holding a piece of history. The Lincoln penny represents leadership, resilience, sacrifice, and the spirit of the United States. To own a rare piece of this legacy is like owning a tiny piece of history frozen in metal. When this historical value merges with market demand, the result is a coin valued at nearly $800,000 today. The number sounds unbelievable, but it is a reality for those lucky enough to discover the rare version of this coin. If you are watching this on Coins, you might be wondering whether you could possibly have one of these rare pennies. The answer is simple: yes, it is possible. Rare coins do not always come from professional collections. Many have been discovered by ordinary people who simply took the time to inspect their change. Look at your coins carefully. Examine the year. Check for unusual features. Check for doubling, strange shapes, strange colors, or anything that looks different from a normal coin. Because you might be holding history. You might be holding something worth more than you ever imagined. The world of coin collecting teaches patience, curiosity, and attention to detail. The 1978 rare penny teaches us that value is not always visible at first sight. Sometimes it hides beneath dirt, rust, and years of circulation. Sometimes it hides in the places we least expect. And sometimes, the greatest treasure is the one that looks the most ordinary. This is the beauty of coin collecting. It transforms the smallest pieces of metal into stories, memories, investments, and dreams. The rare 1978 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something so simple can become one of the most valuable discoveries in numismatic history. And as the market continues to grow, collectors and investors continue to watch these rare coins increase in value with excitement and anticipation. So the next time you receive a penny in your hand, do not overlook it. Hold it for a moment. Look at the year. Look at the details. Because your next great discovery might be hiding in the smallest corner of your pocket. And who knows, maybe you too will uncover a rare penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, a treasure that connects history, value, and mystery all in one. Today we dive deep into one of the most fascinating and profitable discoveries in American coin history, the rare Lincoln penny. Many people walk past these coins every single day without realizing that the little brown cent they ignore could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yes, some have even reached unbelievable prices like $787,976, a number that shocks collectors and beginners alike. The world of rare pennies is full of mystery, excitement, and big money, so sit back and enjoy this long and detailed journey through the rarest Lincoln pennies ever made, including the legendary 1982 transitional varieties that changed coin history forever. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century. First minted in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it immediately became one of the most iconic coins in the United States. Millions of people recognize his portrait, yet very few know that hidden among these pennies are varieties so rare that only a handful exist. Every one of these rare pieces carries a story, a mistake, a change in metal, or a moment in American history when something unusual happened at the mint. What makes these coins even more exciting is that every collector still wonders whether the next rare piece is waiting in pocket change, at the bottom of an old jar, or resting inside an inherited coin box from a relative. The thrill of the search is part of what keeps the coin community alive and growing. Collectors all over the world turn their attention again and again to the year 1982. It was a historic year for the penny. Before 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper, a metal that steadily rose in price. When copper value increased, the cost of producing pennies became more expensive than the coin itself. Because of this economic shift, the United States Mint made a major decision: switch the penny's composition to a copper-coated zinc planchet. This change created multiple varieties of 1982 Lincoln pennies. That is where the magic and rarity begin. Some were struck in copper, some in zinc, some with large date fonts, some with small date fonts, and a few incredibly rare pennies were struck on the wrong metal. These transitional errors are extremely valuable because they represent the moment when two eras of penny production collided. A few lucky collectors discovered pennies that were accidentally struck using the heavier copper planchet at a time when they were supposed to be using zinc. These pieces can sell for amazing prices. The current coin market continues to show strong demand for rare 1982 pennies, especially those that weigh around 3.1 grams, which indicates copper. Zinc pennies weigh closer to 2.5 grams. Even today, collectors test every 1982 penny they find, hoping to discover a rare transitional error. Some of these coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars depending on condition, mint mark, and metal type. And while not every 1982 penny will make someone rich, the possibility alone adds excitement for beginners and experts alike. Many people underestimate the value sitting in their change, but serious collectors know that the right coin at the right moment can make history. The rarest Lincoln pennies go far beyond 1982. There are legendary pennies like the 1909 SVDB, the 1914 D, the 1922 No D, and the 1955 Double Die, known for their dramatic mint errors and extremely limited production. Some of these coins have sold for more than $50,000, $100,000, and in certain cases, the value climbs beyond what most people could ever expect from a penny. The coin market rewards rarity, beauty, and historical significance. And when all three combine, prices can skyrocket. Certain proof pennies, especially those struck during periods of experimentation, have become so rare that when they appear in auctions, collectors enter fierce bidding wars. The value of these coins reflects not only their metal content but also their story, the mistakes made at the mint, and the passion of collectors who want to own a piece of history. The Lincoln penny remains one of the most researched and studied coins in American numismatics. Grading companies, auction houses, and collectors spend endless hours analyzing each detail: the shine, the strike, the color, the luster, and even the tiniest imperfections. These details determine whether a penny is simply old pocket change or a treasure worth thousands. A coin in high mint state condition can drastically outperform the same coin in worn condition. That is why some rare pennies in excellent condition have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. When a rare coin is preserved perfectly, its value multiplies, turning small copper or zinc discs into extraordinary pieces of wealth. Collectors often talk about a mysterious number mentioned in coin circles, $787,976. That is the type of value that life-changing finds can reach when rarity meets extreme demand. While not every penny will achieve such an incredible price, the stories behind those that do inspire millions of new searchers. Every year new collectors join the hobby, hoping to find the next rare penny that will shock the world. The market remains strong, and rare penny discoveries continue to make headlines. This ongoing excitement keeps the value of rare Lincoln pennies high and encourages people to look more closely at every coin they pick up. Searching for rare pennies is easy, fun, and sometimes unbelievably rewarding. All it takes is curiosity, patience, and knowledge. Anyone watching this video can start today. Look through jars, pockets, drawers, and old coin collections. Examine every 1982 penny, test the weight, and check for unusual features. Look for older years, mint marks, and errors. Even beginners can make incredible discoveries. Many collectors started with a single lucky find, and from that moment on their passion for coins grew. The journey is as thrilling as the destination. The story of the rare Lincoln penny coins proves that even the smallest objects can hold massive value. Each penny carries history, craftsmanship, and the possibility of financial surprise. Whether you love the history, the thrill of the hunt, or the dream of finding a life-changing coin, the world of rare pennies welcomes everyone. Keep learning, keep searching, and keep believing that your next coin could be the rare one that changes everything. Thank you for watching Coins, the channel dedicated to bringing you the most exciting stories from the world of rare currency. Stay tuned for more deep dives, discoveries, and hidden treasures. And remember, every penny has a story. Your job is to find the one worth a fortune. Today, the Lincoln penny has been in the hands of Americans since 1909, carrying a history of change, metal shifts, minting experiments, and errors that now command extraordinary value in the current market. Many people still don't realize that pennies they see every day might secretly be treasures capable of transforming an ordinary coin into a life-changing discovery. And today, we explore the incredible story behind rare Lincoln pennies, including the fascinating 1982 transition year, why these coins matter, how values have skyrocketed in the present market, and the unbelievable amounts collectors are paying today. The Lincoln penny began as a symbol of national pride, minted originally in pure copper with a beautiful wheatback design that soon became iconic. As years passed, the United States Mint adjusted designs, modified metal compositions, and experimented with new manufacturing techniques. Every change created opportunities for minting variations and rare errors that are now sold for astonishing amounts. Some early Lincoln cents have crossed the $100,000 mark at major auctions. And even modern pennies from the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s are now exploding in value due to discoveries that continue to surface as collectors study each tiny detail more closely than ever before. One of the most exciting stories in the Lincoln penny world is the 1982 penny. This was a historic year when the mint switched from traditional copper pennies to much lighter zinc-based pennies due to rising copper metal prices. That switch created multiple varieties, different weights, different compositions, different mint marks, and even rare transitional errors that collectors consider extremely valuable. In 1982 alone, there were several variations created unintentionally, and some of these remain among the most searched for coins in pocket change today. People everywhere are weighing their 1982 pennies, checking their surfaces, and hoping to find one of the rarest examples that can sell in the current market for incredible amounts. Because of these variations, 1982 pennies are not all the same. Some are copper and weigh more. Some are zinc and weigh less. Some have small date designs while others have large date designs. And then there are extremely rare transitional pieces created when the wrong metal was used at the wrong time. These transitional errors can be worth huge amounts of money today. In fact, there are collectors willing to pay extremely high prices, sometimes reaching values like $787,976.47 for world record pieces or exceptional museum-grade examples. These numbers shock many people, but they reflect the rising demand and the explosive interest in rare American coinage in today's market. The current market value of rare Lincoln pennies is not just based on age. It is influenced by condition, rarity, metal content, minting mistakes, and collector demand. For example, perfectly preserved pennies with rich original color and full mint clarity can bring far more money than worn coins. But even a circulated penny with a rare variety can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. As inflation rises and more people invest in tangible assets, rare coins become more desirable every single year. And among all coins, the Lincoln penny remains one of the most actively traded and most aggressively collected series in North America. Auctions continue setting new records as collectors battle for coins they believe may never appear again. The history of the Lincoln penny is filled with stories of accidental discoveries. People find valuable coins in old boxes, coin rolls, bank bags, estate sales, and even inside walls during home renovations. Many of the highest value coins were found by regular people who simply took the time to look closely. This is why coin collecting has become more exciting than ever. Every day, new videos appear showing unbelievable finds, and countless viewers begin checking their change hoping their penny might be the rare one that changes everything. For your channel Coins, sharing this passion means helping viewers understand what makes these pennies valuable, which years to check, and how the market continues to rise. Rare Lincoln pennies like the 1943 copper cent, the 1955 double die, the 1969 double die, the 1972 double die, and the iconic 1992 close AM have proven that even one small detail can make a coin worth a fortune. Now the 1982 series joins this legendary list because of its multiple varieties and dramatic metal shift. Imagine holding a penny that weighs slightly more or has a date style that is different from others. That tiny difference can turn an ordinary coin into something collectors chase globally. And as time passes, fewer of these rare pieces remain, raising values even higher. The rarest Lincoln pennies continue attracting investors, historians, and treasure hunters. And in the current market, where rare coins gain more attention by the day, even a simple penny from pocket change could be the next big discovery. That is why so many people are now searching through their pennies, especially older ones, expecting that maybe, just maybe, they might find a secret treasure hiding in plain sight. As stories of record-breaking sales spread across social media and auction platforms, the desire to collect rare Lincoln pennies grows faster than ever. Today, when experts evaluate the highest-grade rare pieces, they consider perfect strike, metal purity, mint-fresh surfaces, and overall rarity in the population. For example, a rare Lincoln penny with outstanding mirror-like surfaces can easily attract international bidders. And when a penny shows extraordinary preservation from decades ago, its value can multiply dramatically. The current demand for investment-grade coins has pushed certain values far beyond what collectors predicted a decade ago. This is why the rarest pennies now sell for prices once seen only for gold coins or historical pieces. Your channel Coins plays a valuable role in educating viewers about these opportunities. By helping people understand what details to look for, how to properly check pennies, and how to recognize valuable varieties, you allow ordinary people to uncover extraordinary history. A viewer might find a penny worth $500, or $5,000, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars simply because they learned what to search for. And that is the magic of rare Lincoln coins. They prove that treasure does not always come in huge chests or ancient ruins. Sometimes treasure is hiding in your own pocket, and so the story continues, with collectors discovering new varieties, exploring the mysteries of the 1982 transition year, and studying every minting error that shapes today's market. With rising values, historical importance, incredible stories of rare finds, and huge financial potential, the rare Lincoln penny stands as one of the most exciting investments and most fascinating parts of American numismatic history. As long as people continue searching, the legend of the Lincoln penny will grow stronger, more thrilling, and more valuable. And every viewer of your channel Coins becomes part of this journey, joining millions of collectors worldwide in the exciting hunt for the next rare penny worth a life-changing amount of money. Today we dive deep into one of the most surprising, mysterious, and valuable Lincoln pennies ever discovered in modern coin collecting. A coin so ordinary on the surface that millions of people touched it without knowing the secret hiding in its tiny design. A coin that looks like any other penny, yet a single tiny detail turns it into a small copper miracle worth more than people expect. Today we explore the rare 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that has made headlines, shocked collectors, and changed the way people look at their loose change. Before we explore the extreme value this coin can reach in the current market, let's start with the story. In 1992, the United States Mint made millions of regular pennies, most of them with the familiar AM design on the reverse side. But a few rare coins were minted with an unexpected design change that was supposed to be used in 1993, not in 1992. This tiny design difference became the key to identifying one of the rarest modern pennies ever created. The mistake was so small that most people never noticed it. That is why these pennies remained hidden for decades. People used them in shops, dropped them in jars, mixed them in piggy banks, and never imagined they were holding a treasure. The rare 1992 penny features what collectors call the close AM reverse. On the back of a normal 1992 penny, the A and M in the word America have a little space between them. But on this rare version, the A and M almost touch each other. It is a small difference, but that small difference turns the coin from a simple cent into a valuable collectible. These coins were never meant to leave the mint. They were early test designs that accidentally slipped into circulation. Because of this, the mintage is extremely tiny. Some experts estimate that fewer than 50 pieces may exist, while others believe only a handful survive today. When coins are this rare, the market becomes extremely unpredictable. Collectors compete, auctions heat up, and the prices rise far beyond normal expectations. And that is exactly what happened with the 1992 close AM penny. Over the years, the value has shocked everyone. One graded example sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Another example set an even higher record, proving that modern pennies can be worth more than older silver or gold coins when the right variety is discovered. Right now the coin market has become even more exciting. People are checking their old jars, their drawers, and their collections because the 1992 close AM penny has climbed again in value. The current market shows strong demand from collectors, especially those who chase transitional varieties. A rare example in top condition can reach extremely high prices, sometimes touching levels people never imagined a small copper-plated coin could achieve. Some collectors estimate values crossing more than $70,000 depending on condition, grade, and auction interest. Higher grades have the potential to reach up to hundreds of thousands in rare situations when multiple collectors go head-to-head. Many people ask why this coin is so valuable if it is not made of silver or gold. The answer is rarity. In the world of coin collecting, rarity rules above everything. A coin does not need to be made from precious metal to be precious. What matters is how many survive, how many collectors are searching for them, and how unusual the minting error or design transition is. The 1992 close AM penny checks all those boxes. It is a transitional design, an accidental production, a rarity of the modern era, and a challenge for collectors to find. Now let's explore the history behind the Lincoln penny itself. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, this coin has gone through countless small design adjustments over the decades. From wheat cents to memorial cents, and later the Union Shield design, the penny has always evolved. But among all these designs, hidden varieties and rare transitional issues have always been the favorites of collectors. That is why the 1992 close AM penny stands out. It belongs to a small family of coins where the mint accidentally used the wrong reverse design in the wrong year. These moments in minting history create masterpieces for collectors, another fascinating detail about the 1992 D penny is the way most of them survived. Unlike rare coins that were discovered immediately, this variety stayed unnoticed for many years. It was found by chance by dedicated collectors who examined thousands of coins. Some were discovered in pocket change, others in old rolls that nobody had looked through since the 1990s. These discoveries add an adventurous charm to the coin. The idea that one of the rarest modern coins could be sitting in a forgotten coin jar gives hope to collectors everywhere. As the value rises and more people learn about this variety, the excitement grows. The current coin market is very active, and rare modern varieties have become a major trend. Collectors want pieces of history that are unique. Investors want coins that have strong future potential. And hobby searchers want the chance to find a life-changing coin in circulation. The 1992 D Close AM penny fits perfectly into all of these categories. When looking for one, collectors examine the A and M in America, check the designer initials, and observe the spacing with a magnifying glass. Even a worn example may be valuable because the rarity does not disappear with age. A damaged coin will still have collectors, although top-grade examples bring the highest prices. Professional grading companies have certified only a tiny number of them, which adds even more interest. Every new discovery becomes news in the coin world. As we reach the end of this deep dive, the true message becomes clear. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden stories, unexpected treasures, and surprises waiting to be found. A small penny from 1992, worth only 1 cent when it was minted, can now reach thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It proves that history is not always locked in museums. Sometimes it is sitting quietly in your change, waiting for someone with a curious eye to notice it. So check your pennies. Explore your old coin rolls. Look closely at every 1992 D penny you find. You never know, you might be holding a rare treasure that could change your entire collecting journey. Keep watching coins for more discoveries, more hidden gems, and more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Stay alert, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising coins from the modern era, a coin so ordinary that millions of people have handled it without ever realizing the potential fortune it can hold. Yes, we are talking about rare Lincoln penny discoveries and especially the mysterious and fascinating 1998 D Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors with unbelievable market values. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly why collectors are hunting this coin, how much it can be worth right now, what makes it unique, and how you can find one just by checking your own coins. Before we go into the 1998 D rarity, let us step back and talk about why Lincoln pennies have become some of the most collectible coins in the world. The Lincoln cent is one of the longest-running coin series in American history. Since its introduction in 1909, it has gone through massive design changes, metal compositions, and different minting techniques. Over the decades, millions of coins have been minted, but only a very tiny number have survived with rare errors, special features, or unique striking anomalies. These rare coins can transform an ordinary penny into something worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors across the world are fascinated by these coins not only because of their age or beauty, but because of the stories they carry. A rare penny is more than a coin. It is a piece of the nation's past. It is a record of minting technology. It is a reminder of history, economy, and even mistakes that no one expected would ever become valuable. And when a coin like the 1998 D Lincoln penny suddenly becomes sought after, the entire collector community starts buzzing. The 1998 D Lincoln penny might look like a normal coin at first glance. You see the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the familiar date, and the mint mark D for Denver. But what many people do not know is that special varieties of this coin have been discovered with extremely rare features, including double die details, unusual striking patterns, and high-grade conditions that make them worth far more than 1 cent. Some examples, especially those in top condition or with special minting anomalies, have reached staggering prices in the market. Right now the surprising part is the current market value. Some rare Lincoln pennies, including rare variations of the 1998 D, have been reported with estimated potential values reaching numbers people never expected. Market watchers have said that rare examples can be associated with high estimates reaching up to values like $787,976.44 depending on condition, rarity, authentication, and collector demand. Even though not every coin will reach such a huge number, the fact that a simple penny can even enter the conversation of this kind of value is what makes coin collecting incredible. Collectors do not simply pay for shiny copper. They pay for error types like double die obverse, wide AM reverse, close AM reverse, off-center strikes, die breaks, planchet defects, and unusual finishing marks. When a rare version of the 1998 D penny shows one of these special traits combined with perfect or near-perfect grading, the bidding wars begin. Auctions rise fast because every collector wants to own one piece that almost no one else has. The beauty of coin collecting is that anyone watching this video could be holding one of these rare coins right now without even knowing it. Every year people discover valuable coins inside old jars, wallets, drawers, and even at random in pocket change. And the 1998 D penny is exactly that kind of coin. It blends in with the millions of regular pennies around it, but one tiny detail can change everything. To identify valuable 1998 D pennies, collectors look closely at the lettering, the spacing between letters, the strikes around Lincoln's profile, the shape of the mint mark, and the distance between features on the reverse design. Magnifying glasses help reveal doubling, die rotation, weak or strong strikes, and features that make a coin stand out. And when a coin stands out, the market reacts. Prices can vary widely. A normal worn 1998 D penny might only be worth face value. But the rare varieties, especially if they are graded by professional services and kept in pristine condition, can climb into hundreds, thousands, and in extraordinary cases even shocking six-figure ranges. Rare coin values always depend on collector demand, auction trends, coin condition, and rarity level. And right now the market for rare Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. Collectors today watch auctions, online listings, and private sales to track values. Some coins rise in price as more collectors compete. Others gain value when new discoveries are made. The 1998 D penny belongs to a generation of modern coins that still has surprises hidden in circulation. And that is why the smart collectors keep searching. If you want to find a valuable Lincoln penny, patience is your best friend. Keep every penny you get. Check the date. Look for mint marks. Study the design under good lighting. Compare with online guides and collector resources. And remember that even the smallest difference can create a massive price gap. A penny with a tiny error can be worth more than a luxury watch. The history of the Lincoln penny series teaches us one major lesson. Never ignore the simple coins. Because the simplest ones often carry the biggest surprises. The 1998 D penny proves that the modern era of coin minting still contains mysteries waiting to be discovered. Somewhere out there, a collector might be holding a rare example without knowing that it has the power to change their life. As we wrap up today's deep dive, I want to remind all viewers of coins that every discovery starts with curiosity. Every rare coin starts as an overlooked piece of change. And every old jar of pennies can hide a treasure. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep your eyes open. The next big find might be in your own hands. Thank you for watching Coins, the place where history, value, and hidden treasure come together. Stay tuned for more amazing discoveries, and remember to check your pennies because you never know what rare coin is waiting to be found. Today we are diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln penny coins, exploring the hidden gems that collectors search for, the secrets behind their rising market value, the unbelievable prices they sometimes reach, and why certain Lincoln pennies, including the 2003 D, are becoming more desirable than ever before. If you ever wondered how a simple 1-cent coin could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, you are about to discover the fascinating world behind these small pieces of metal that continue to attract collectors worldwide. The Lincoln penny has a history as rich as the metal used to create it. Since 1909, this coin has passed through millions of hands, witnessed countless events, and survived the passage of time in ways no other coin truly has. What started as a simple tribute to Abraham Lincoln became one of the most iconic and collectible coins in American history. But what makes some of these pennies rare while others remain ordinary? The answer lies deep within minting errors, low mintages, condition, and tiny details that turn an everyday coin into a valuable masterpiece. When you find a penny with unusual characteristics, it becomes a small piece of history with a powerful story. Collectors today are focusing more than ever on rare and modern pennies because the market has changed dramatically. Buyers now pay attention to coins that went unnoticed for years. Even fairly new pennies can be worth surprising amounts when they contain unique minting mistakes or rare features. That brings us to coins like the 2003 Lincoln penny, which might look simple but can become extremely valuable depending on its condition and striking details. Some of these coins have faults such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak mint marks. These errors turn a simple penny into something collectors fight to own. A perfectly preserved 2003 penny with a strong strike and a rare variation can reach high prices in auctions, and high-grade versions can sometimes reach impressive values depending on the current market demand. The demand for rare Lincoln pennies has been growing steadily, especially as collectors and investors compete for the most unique coins. Market values for certain rare pennies have jumped so dramatically that people cannot believe how much money some of these coins bring. A rare Lincoln penny with significant error features, exceptional condition, or special historical significance can reach staggering prices such as $787.97643 or even more, depending on the rarity. What makes these coins so valuable is not just the metal itself but the story, the mistake, the uniqueness, and the desire of collectors who want to own something very few have. When the supply is low and the demand is high, a penny can turn into a small treasure worth more than anyone could imagine. The world of rare penny collecting also carries the excitement of treasure hunting. Every day, people check their old jars, drawers, wallets, and bank rolls hoping to find a hidden jewel. Some have discovered coins worth hundreds or thousands of dollars without even realizing the value at first glance. A penny minted decades ago could be hiding the rare features collectors pay high prices for. Even pennies found in circulation today may carry tiny errors known only to trained eyes. That is why knowledge is the most powerful tool for coin collectors. Understanding minting errors, knowing the right places to look, and learning how to spot rare features can turn a normal day into a day full of excitement. History plays a major role in the value of Lincoln pennies. Coins that survive decades with minimal damage are extremely hard to find. Imagine a penny from the early 1900s traveling through millions of hands yet still managing to remain in brilliant condition. Such coins attract serious collectors because they represent not only money but time, survival, and historical importance. Even modern pennies gain historical value as they age, especially when they have something special about them. That is why the market for rare pennies continues to rise. The fascination grows, collectors increase, and competition strengthens year after year. When we talk about high-value pennies, people sometimes think only old coins matter, but that is no longer true. Modern coins, including those from the early 2000s, are surprising collectors with unexpected worth. A 2003 penny with a rare error or a near-perfect grade can easily cross impressive value ranges. As the grading industry expands, coins that receive high grades from recognized grading companies become even more desirable. The better the condition, the higher the price. Collectors always seek coins with sharp details, bold strikes, clean surfaces, and no major flaws. If you happen to find a penny that appears unusually sharp or carries an odd feature, always check it because it might be a treasure. The value of rare Lincoln pennies also grows due to emotional connection. People enjoy collecting something that feels personal, historical, and achievable. Unlike ultra-rare gold coins, Lincoln pennies are accessible for everyone. Anyone can search for them, study them, and collect them. This accessibility fuels the collecting community and keeps the excitement alive. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, the Lincoln penny world welcomes everyone with endless surprises. As the market continues to evolve, collectors keep a close eye on new discoveries. Every year, more rare errors are found. Some coins previously thought to be ordinary suddenly become important when new research reveals details that were unnoticed. That is why staying updated is important for anyone who wishes to succeed in coin collecting. The 2003 penny, for example, is receiving more attention today than ever before because people are discovering more variations, more minting errors, and more quality examples than in the past. That renewed interest boosts its market value and makes it a coin to watch. Prices of rare Lincoln pennies can fluctuate, but the general trend shows growth year after year. As collectors continue to buy, auctions continue to set new records, and interest continues to rise, the value of rare pennies, including the ones worth $787.97643 and higher, continues to impress the collecting world. These coins represent more than currency. They are historical markers, collectible treasures, and financial opportunities all at once. If you are watching this video from the Coins channel, you are already part of a community that values knowledge, discovery, and excitement. Your next rare penny might be waiting in your pocket right now. Always keep your eyes open, examine your change, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Because in the world of rare coins, even the smallest treasure can shine brighter than gold. The story of rare Lincoln pennies is far from over, and as collectors uncover new mysteries and new valuable pieces, the journey becomes even more thrilling. Stay curious, keep searching, and always believe that your next incredible find might be just a single penny away. Today we dive deep into the incredible and surprising world of rare Lincoln penny coins and how ordinary cents hiding in drawers, pockets, and jars can turn into unbelievable treasures. Many collectors do not realize that some pennies minted in the modern era carry stories, mysteries, errors, and market values so high that even experienced collectors stop and take notice. Today we are going to explore one of the most talked about modern pennies, the 2013 Lincoln penny, along with a wider journey into the rarest Lincoln cents ever found in today's market and how their values reach astonishing levels. If you enjoy hunting coins and discovering hidden wealth inside the smallest details, then stay with me till the end, because this story might change the way you look at every coin you touch. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century, and ever since its introduction, collectors and treasure hunters have been fascinated by the hidden gems produced through minting errors, unusual strikes, rare varieties, and exceptional conditions. The story of rare pennies does not begin with ancient history but continues strongly even into our modern times. This is why the 2013 penny has become the center of attention among collectors searching for rare errors and high-grade pieces that have reached thousands of dollars in auctions. Some of these coins, depending on their condition and rarity, have been evaluated at prices reaching an impressive $787.97642 and beyond, proving that even modern coins can become extremely valuable. Now let's enter the story of this fascinating coin. The 2013 penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and although millions of these coins were struck, only a very tiny fraction contain the rare qualities collectors want. What makes certain 2013 pennies special is the combination of mint errors, strong die strikes, perfect surfaces, unusual doubling, and flawless preservation. When a coin like this is discovered in a grading agency sealed holder, especially with extremely high grades such as MS67 or MS68, the market reacts very quickly and collectors compete with aggressive bidding. The result is a dramatic rise in market value, and recent auctions have shown that this coin, under the right conditions, can sell for several $100s all the way up to the famous level of $787.97642 in rare and exceptional cases. This number shocks new collectors because many assume modern pennies have no value, but the truth is the coin market rewards perfection, rarity, and unique striking characteristics. Every Lincoln penny tells a story that starts at the mint and continues through the hands of millions of people. But some coins escape damage, avoid scratches, and survive in nearly perfect condition. These coins become time capsules of American minting history. The 2013 is one of these fascinating examples because collectors discovered specific double die varieties, misaligned die strikes, and strong lustrous examples that shine brighter than typical circulation pennies. The chase for these pieces is exciting because you never know which ordinary-looking penny could turn out to be a rare and valuable treasure. Many people around the world have found valuable coins simply by checking change from a store, opening old jars, or sorting through inherited collections. If you have a 2013 D penny, take a closer look under bright light and inspect the date, lettering, Lincoln's profile, and the shield design on the reverse. Subtle doubling, unusual thickness in letters, extra metal, or perfectly sharp edges could indicate that your coin is not ordinary at all. Understanding the history of the Lincoln penny helps explain why collectors are so passionate about it. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin became the first circulating United States coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, the design changed, errors occurred, and rare strikes were made unintentionally. These accidental treasures turned common coins into masterpieces sought by collectors. The 2013 D is part of the modern shield design era, yet it still connects to the long legacy of Lincoln cent collecting, making it both historically important and exciting for new collectors. The current coin market in the United States is experiencing strong demand, especially for high-grade modern pennies. Auction houses report increasing numbers of collectors paying premium prices for exceptional examples because high-grade modern cents become scarcer over time. As circulation damages the majority of coins, only a few survive in gem condition, increasing value year after year. This is why some 2013 D pennies and other rare Lincoln cents continue rising in value, surprising experts and encouraging even beginners to start checking their change more carefully. The value of coins is influenced by rarity, grade, demand, and the appeal of the era or variety. For example, a scratched or damaged penny may be worth only 1 cent, but the same coin in nearly perfect mint state can be worth hundreds of dollars. This is why many collectors send coins to professional grading services to get the highest certification possible. A high grade not only preserves the coin but also increases its market value significantly. Every time a rare 2013 D penny sells for hundreds of dollars, excitement spreads across the collecting community. People begin searching through their coin jars, hoping to find the next valuable discovery. If you are serious about coin collecting, remember to always examine your pennies carefully. Use proper lighting, magnification, and handle coins gently by the edges. You might discover doubling on the date, slight breaks in the die, extra metal around the shield, or unusually sharp strike details. Any of these could indicate a valuable version of the 2013 D penny or another rare Lincoln cent. Even if your coin does not reach the extremely high value of $787.97642, it may still hold strong collector interest and surprising market value. The world of rare Lincoln pennies is filled with mystery, excitement, and hidden wealth. Every coin has a story and every collector has a chance to uncover something extraordinary. So keep hunting, keep discovering, and keep believing that the smallest coin in your pocket might hold the biggest surprise. Thank you for watching the Coins channel and continue exploring with us as we reveal more secrets, more treasures, and more incredible stories from the timeless world of rare coins. Today we dive deep into one of the most fascinating topics in modern coin collecting, the rare Lincoln penny coins that continue to shock collectors with unbelievable market values. These little copper-colored pieces of American history may look ordinary, but some of them are worth far more than what anyone imagines. If you have ever wondered how a simple 1-cent coin can reach astonishing prices in the market, stay tuned because this story is full of mystery, rarity, and surprising value. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909. For more than a century, it has traveled through millions of hands, been kept in countless pockets, and stored in old boxes, jar collections, and forgotten drawers. But hidden among these everyday pennies are extremely rare varieties and special minting errors that transform them into valuable collectibles. Collectors across the world look for these gems because each error tells a unique story of the minting process, the machinery, the metal composition, and the history of the United States Mint. Today we look especially at the 2014 D Lincoln penny, a coin that at first seems modern and common. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 2014 D penny was part of the circulating Shield design series. Millions were minted, but only a small number contain very rare minting mistakes. These special pieces have fetched surprisingly high prices in the current coin market because collectors love modern errors that are sharp, dramatic, and visually clear. Even though the coin is only 1 cent, certain varieties have been valued in the hundreds, thousands, and sometimes much more depending on grade, condition, and rarity. In the world of coin collecting, value is determined by the smallest details. A tiny doubling on the date, a slight shift in the lettering, or an unusual clash in the die can turn a normal coin into something extraordinary. Many people who do not know about coins look at a penny and think it is just pocket change, but experts understand how powerful rarity can be. A coin with the right error can sell for extremely high amounts. Sometimes the price can reach numbers that shock new collectors because the market for rare pennies continues to grow as more people discover this exciting hobby. One of the most interesting things about these coins is that some examples have been reported in private sales and auctions reaching values like $787 and beyond, and rare error varieties can even climb higher depending on the demand. This is why it is important for collectors and beginners to inspect their coins carefully. The 2014 D penny is known for particular errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, and occasionally striking issues that create unique patterns. When these errors appear in near-flawless condition, the coin becomes extremely desirable. And when professional grading services award it a high grade, the value multiplies instantly. The story of valuable Lincoln pennies does not end with 1 year. Many other Lincoln cents from various decades have reached unbelievable prices. Some have entered the world of legendary coins, setting records at auctions and bringing life-changing money to the people who discovered them. This is why collectors always say to never ignore pennies, because the next rare treasure might be sitting unnoticed in your wallet right now. The market for rare pennies is growing because more people are paying attention to high-grade coins, registry sets, and modern mint errors. Social media, YouTube videos, and coin forums have created a new wave of collectors who search everywhere for hidden value. The modern era of coin collecting is dynamic, exciting, and full of discoveries. Every day new finds appear, and some of them turn out to be extremely valuable pieces that change what we know about rarity. What makes the Lincoln penny so special is its history connected to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His portrait has remained on the penny for more than a century because it represents honesty, leadership, and American heritage. Every time a rare penny appears, it carries with it not only monetary value but also historical meaning. Collectors appreciate this deep connection between history and numismatics. The penny may be the lowest denomination, but it holds the highest level of respect among coin enthusiasts. The coin market does not stand still. Prices move, demand changes, and new varieties are discovered. The current value of rare Lincoln pennies depends on auction trends, collector interest, and the condition of the coin. Some rare pennies have reached levels such as thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. Even though modern pennies like the 2014 D usually do not reach extreme levels, rare premium errors or special varieties can still bring strong market value. A simple coin worth 1 cent can suddenly become a mini treasure if it has something special. This is why so many people today actively search through coins. Whether it is pocket change, old piggy banks, inherited collections, or coins found at flea markets, every source has the potential to hide something rare. The biggest discoveries often happen by accident. Someone checks a coin under better lighting, or a collector wipes off a little dust, and suddenly they notice something unusual. That moment becomes the start of an exciting journey into the world of numismatics. Your channel Coins continues to explore these mysteries and bring detailed stories that help viewers understand how rare coins work, how to check your own pennies, and how to recognize valuable features. This knowledge empowers collectors to find hidden treasures and appreciate the beauty of minting technology. As we continue this video, remember that rarity can appear anywhere. The 2014 D penny, for example, continues to surprise collectors because certain varieties remain extremely hard to find. Every year the number of surviving error coins decreases because coins get damaged, lost, or worn out. This increases their rarity and can raise future value. Condition is a major part of determining price. A coin with no scratches, no discoloration, and a sharp strike is considered premium, and collectors pay much more for it than for a worn or circulated piece. There are many stories of ordinary people selling rare pennies for impressive amounts because they discovered something unusual in the design. A small detail like extra metal around the ear, a missing letter, or a doubled element in the shield can be a major clue that the coin is special. These types of discoveries create excitement in the coin community. In the coin market today, attention to detail is everything. A magnifying glass, a good light source, and some patience can be all you need to identify a rare find. More collectors are learning how to spot errors because knowledge is power. When you know what to look for, every penny becomes a potential treasure. The Lincoln penny continues to be one of the most studied coins in the world. Every year new discoveries are made, and new varieties are added to collector lists. The journey never ends because the minting process is full of surprises. Even modern mints with advanced technology still produce rare errors that can become valuable coins for collectors. The world of coins is a world of hidden value, historical significance, and endless discovery. Whether a coin is from the early 1900s or from the modern 2014 era, the potential for rare finds remains strong. Every collector, beginner or expert, should keep searching, keep learning, and keep exploring the story behind every coin.